Characteristics of Indian villages. Characteristics of Indian villages. First, isolation and self-sufficiency. Second, peace and simplicity. Third, conservation. Fourth, poverty and illiteracy. 5. Local self-government. Detail going on. First, isolation and self-sufficiency. Almost till the middle of the 19th century, the villages in India were more or less self-contained, isolated and self-sufficient units. The inhabitants of the village had very little to do with the people outside. All of their essential needs were satisfied in the village itself. Second, peace and simplicity. The second feature of Indian village is the atmosphere of simplicity, calmness and peace prevailing therein. In the village, there is no noise and little sophistication. The human activities of modern civilization are rarely seen there. Though occasionally a car or a bus rolling along the road enveloped in thick clouds of dust may be seen there, but on the whole, life in the village moves with traditional tranquility and peace. The villagers lead a simple life, eat frugally, dress simply, and live in mood. Houses completely lacking in the trapping of modern civilization. Conservatism. The inhabitants of villages are strongly attached to old customs and traditions. Their outlook is primarily conservative and they accept changes with extreme reluctance. They love old ways and are less eager to follow the advice of enthusiastic social reformers regarding their marriage and other customs. Four, poverty and illiteracy. Probably the most glaring and also depressing features of Indian villages are the poverty and illiteracy of the village people. They are generally poor with a very low income. They take uneven food and put a abrasive clothes. The pressure on land is high, resulting in fragmentation of holdings and poor productivity. besides poverty. The village people are steeped in ignorance and illiteracy. The opportunities for education are meager in the village. The village school is generally in a run-down condition. Facilities for higher education are practically nil. Due to poverty, the villagers cannot send their sons and daughters to city for education. Due to illiteracy, they cannot improve upon their agriculture or supplement their income by other means. Poverty is thus the cause and effects of illiteracy and the backwardness of the villages. Five, local self-government. The villages in ancient India enjoyed a considerable measure of autonomy or self-government. The villagers managed their own affairs through the traditional institution of panchayat. The central government had neither the inclination nor the means for interfering with the self-government of villages. With the advent of Britishers in India, their introduction of highly centralized system of administration, the improvement of panchayats began to decline. Their judicial powers were taken over by the British court, and the officers were appointed to look after the administrative affairs of the Indian villages. This change produced unpleasant results, since the times of Lord Ripon attempts were made to review the old system of village local self-government. But the progress was very slow in this direction. With the attainment of freedom, now fresh efforts are being made to strengthen the panchayat system and make panchayats play a better part in the work of national reconstruction. The 73rd Amendment Act 1993 has laid the foundation of strong and vibrant Panchayat Raj institutions in the country. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.